My name's Done Set up builds and stuff. How about a bit of a free cure via poison? Look at the state of that. Just getting a bit of free curing, free healing on the fly, on your mark. We're going to be talking about that, pairing it up with the Osteo Striga. On your mark, got buffed, you're going to get cure at times 10 and a plus 50 weapon stat, and the cure will actually kick in with the poison as long as you're at a times 10. We'll also be looking at the Techsec gear set bonus. This is excellent for kinetic weapons, i.e. Osteo, and it's incredible for poison against shields as well. So stay with me, I'll break it down. We'll start off with on your mark, activating your class ability or landing precision hits, grant the shooter nearby allies increased reload speed and a weapon stat for a short duration. When you get up to a times 10, it will give you cure on kills and it gives you a plus 50 weapon stat. What we want to be doing is getting to a times 10 as quick as possible. Various different weapons. Osteo works really nicely with this one. Fires a stream of sentient toxic projectiles, and it's also got a toxic overload, landing a final blow or multiple precision hits, triggers a burst that poisons nearby targets. It's also got a catalyst on there, well, this one is excellent. Osteo Striga catalyst, poison final blows return ammo to the magazine, and it actually overflows the magazine as well. So it works really nice with on your mark because you get your instant times 10 up really quick. Look how fast you go, times 10 pretty much instantaneously. And then once you're at a times 10, you also get a plus 50 weapon stat, which increases your weapon damage. And if you get kills when you're on that mark 10, it is going to cure you. Like I said, very easy to get to times 10. I'm going to purposely miss a few shots and take a bit of damage, and you'll see that I'm going to get my cure from the actual kill. And the poison will actually also trigger that cure as long as you remain at a times 10. So you're getting multiple different ways of healing from the same gun, from the precision hit, or from the actual poison itself. You'll see I'm not actually shooting in a lot of these clips. I actually just stand still and the poison will cure me. That is the poison spreading. You'll see there, look at my health. It instantly went up without me shooting. Now, to make things even cooler, it also works with Thorn. Thorn's not as good as Osteo for this particular thing, although it's a good weapon. Necrochasm also works because you're going to do the Curse Springer, you're going to get Cursed Explosions, and that also poisons as well. So it works with Necrochasm. Necrochasm's excellent for getting to times 10, but like I said, it's not as good as Osteo Striga. And of course, Osteo Striga, Bungie have announced they're actually reducing the cooldown of the poison spreading, so it's going to be back to the best. And you'll see Necrochasm does pretty much the same thing. The thing is, with the Necrochasm, it sort of like kills really fast, the explosions, so your cure doesn't kick in, where Osteo is a little bit slower, and it works perfectly with the cure. Now we're going to go on to the kinetic damage. If you just see there, 11s and 12s from the poison. So that's what the does without any sort of gear set bonus, 13s, 11s, 14s, 12s, etc. What we're going to do now is stick on the Techsec gear set bonus. You deal significantly increased kinetic damage to combatant shields, constructs, and the 4-piece, defeating a powerful combatant or breaking a combatant shield with kinetic damage releases a disorienting kinetic shockwave. Extra damage against shields, look at the state of that, up to 50s, 70s, 90s, 114s, etc. That's the Techsec working with the poison against the shields, and it also increases your crit damage, and it will also give you a disorienting blast whenever you break a shield or kill a powerful target, which works perfectly with the Osteo Striga and on your mark, because not only are you getting the disorienting blast, you're also getting the cure as well, even from the poison. So if you look at this clip here, the poison will actually proc the Techsec gear set bonus, that disorienting blast, and you actually get cure as well. Take a look on that bottom left. Cure and disorienting blast as long as you're at a mark 10. Really, really cool. And just talk about the disorienting or blinding effect from the Techsec. It's really, really good. It will literally render enemies useless, really, to be honest, to just stand there. Now, I'm going to show it working. I haven't really tried it too much in a lot of difficult stuff because we've got a new season coming. There's going to be various different seasonal artifact perks to come and different exotics that we could actually pair with this, i.e. the new hunter boots that are coming where you're going to get overshields as well. That could be cool. but you'll see here this disorienting from the Techsec, the poison spreading, and I'm pretty much getting the heals on tap via that cure from On Your Mark. There's a couple of other options I want to show to you. Another clip as well here. You're going to see he's going to burn out from the poison and get that cure, sorry. Very nice, get that disorienting. Put an Ember of Torches for the extra 20% radiant damage. Ember of Solace just to boost out your damage for a longer duration. You could even run Ember of Resolve for your tripmans or grenades to give you a bit of extra cure as well. There is some other things what we could add into the build as well. I'll talk about that in a moment. But you can get Radiant, boost your extra damage out, etc. You'll notice I'm running an area denial frame as well, which we'll go into in a sec. Something you could sort of like switch between. We're also going to be taking a look at a submersion bow as well. But just look at the healing. It's very, very nice. So basically what you could do as well is add on something like a velocity baton, just for example with Unrelenting. While your poison's ticking and you're getting your times 10, getting your crits, your poison damage, you could also lob a Unrelenting area denial frame or another weapon. You've obviously got weapons with heal clip as well, but it's pretty been covered pretty much, especially by me over the last couple of weeks. So add in something like velocity baton with Unrelenting in between. You'll notice there I'm also using the bow. There's another option. As long as you're keeping at your times 10, you're going to have your poison. Something like an auto-loading submersion or even an explosive bolts one as well. And you're also going to get heals with that. So you've got like multiple ways of healing in between your poison spreading as well. Again, keeping that times 10 up all of the time. Very simple. Quick switching between your different weapons, and you can always keep a constant supply of healing. Now, regarding exotics on this build, I was sort of stuck a little bit because you're really tied down to Celestial Nighthawk because it works pretty nicely with Osteo. You're going to get precision kills quite a lot. Plenty of super damage, and Nighthawk puts out some damage. You could also go with Young Armukara's Spine, especially with the Ember of Resolve. That one will work nice. But I think you're tied to these two exotics at the moment on Solar, purely because the Golden Gun Marksman without Celestial Nighthawk, or the Blade Barrage, and the other Golden Gun, they just don't feel good at the moment without Celestial or Tripmans or even Shards of Galanor. If the supers actually get a small buff or a medium-sized buff, to be honest, because the supers without certain exotics on Solar Hunter do not feel good at the moment. So you are really stuck with Celestial Nighthawk. This is why I didn't do a full-on build. I'm hoping that we'll get some buffs to the super and maybe a different exotic rework that may pair nicely with it. Even a necrotic poison but exotic for hunters, that would be cool as. Anyway, that's the video. I'll leave a dim link. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.